Hello friends, today we are going to talk about drugs used in treatment of malaria. So in this part of lecture, we will learn about amino alcohols, sulfone and sulfonamides, biguanides, diaminopyrimidine, antimicrobials, peroxides, naphthoquinones and naphthyridine. First drug is proguanil. It is slow-acting erythrocytic schizontecide for both P. falciparum and P. vivax. It also inhibits the pre-erythrocytic stage of P. falciparum. Gametocytes which are exposed to proguanil are not killed but may fail to develop properly in mosquito. If we talk about the mechanism of action, it is cyclized into the body to cycloguanil, which inhibits dihydrofolate reductase enzyme, and it inhibits the conversion of dihydrofolic acid into tetrahydrofolic acid, which is required for DNA synthesis, amino acid synthesis and methylation. So this process of conversion of dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid is inhibited by proguanil by inhibiting dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. Resistance against proguanil develops very rapidly because of the mutation of dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. If we talk about pharmacokinetics, it is slowly absorbed orally with T half of about 16 to 20 hours, and it is well tolerated and non-cumulative in nature. Use of proguanil. It was extensively used as a clinical curative for P. vivax malaria, but now in India it has very little role as an prophylactic agent or clinical curative agent for malaria. It potentiates the schizontecital action of atovaquone, and so in combination with atovaquone it is used for 3 days in chloroquine resistant or multi-drug resistant P. vivax or P. falciparum cases. The basis of this combination is that the proguanil potentiates the schizontecital action of atovaquone, and the mechanism responsible for this potentiation is different from the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme inhibition. Western travelers use it as a causal prophylactic agent while traveling to endemic areas in which chloroquine resistance or multi-drug resistance is there. If we talk about side effects, it rarely causes GI upset, hematuria, skin rashes and transient loss of hair. And the important thing is it is safe in pregnancy. Pyrimethamine. It is more potent drug than proguanil and slow-acting erythrocytic schizontecide. It is not used for radical cure because it does not eliminate the exoerythrocytic stage of the plasmodial vivax. Mechanism of action is same like proguanil. It inhibits plasmodial dihydrofolate reductase enzyme, and in same way resistance development is rapid. At the higher doses, it inhibits Toxoplasma gondii. Pharmacokinetic. It is absorbed from the GI tract in good amount but slower. It is concentrated in liver, spleen, kidney and lungs. It is metabolized in the liver and excreted in the urine with T half of about say 4 days. Its prophylactic concentration remains in the blood for about 2 weeks. It is relatively safe. Mild side effects like nausea and rashes may be there. Folate deficiency is rare. Megaloblastic anemia and granulocytopenia at high doses occurs only on those who have depleted folate stores, and the condition is treated with folinic acid. It is used in combination with sulfonamide or dapsone for the treatment of P. falciparum malaria. Sulfonamide, or we can say sulfadoxine pyrimethamine combination. Sulfonamide or dapsone, they may have some inhibitory influence on erythrocytic phase of P. falciparum. They have supraadditive synergistic combination with pyrimethamine due to sequential block. Here you can see that sulfonamide inhibits folate synthetase enzyme and inhibits the synthesis of dihydrofolic acid, while pyrimethamine inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme and inhibits the synthesis of tetrahydrofolic acid which is essential for DNA synthesis and cell multiplication. When it is given in combination, the resistance development against pyrimethamine is retarded. The combination acts faster. As such, the individual components are slow acting. The combination is given for clinical cure for P. falciparum malaria. And efficacy against P. vivax is slower. It is used for clinical cure. So as a clinical curative, it may cause serious adverse effect due to sulfonamide component like exfoliative dermatitis or Stevens-Johnson syndrome. So use is restricted to single dose and it is given in condition uncomplicated chloroquine resistance P. falciparum malaria. The single dose given is sulfadoxine 1500 mg and pyrimethamine 75 mg. 3 tablets are given. So individually sulfadoxine 500 mg tablet and pyrimethamine 25 mg tablet. In the children, according to the age, the dose of the drug, or we can say combination, is modified. National Drug Policy on Malaria mandates the compulsory use of artesunate along with sulfadoxine pyrimethamine for treatment of chloroquine resistant falciparum malaria. While it is first choice drug for treatment of toxoplasmosis, which occurs in immunocompromised patient, and in pregnancy there is no evidence of any harm, but it should be avoided. Etovaquone is a structural analog of ubiquinone having activity against Plasmodia, P. erowesi and Toxoplasma. It is rapidly acting pre-erythrocytic and erythrocytic schizontecide against P. falciparum. It is synergistic with proguanil and the mechanism of action is by interfering with mitochondrial electron transport in the parasite. It inhibits pyrimidine and ATP synthesis and thus prevents Plasmodia from replicating their DNA. Pharmacokinetics, it has slow, unpredictable oral absorption which can be increased by fatty food. It enters into the enterohepatic circulation and it is highly plasma protein bound drug, about 99%. Plasma T-half is about 2 to 3 days. It is excreted in the feces. Adverse effects are very few like GI upset, rashes, headache and insomnia. It is contraindicated in pregnancy and in children less than 5 years because of lack of safety data. It is used as a chemoprophylactic agent and treatment of resistant P. falciparum malaria. 250 mg of etovaquone is combined with proguanil 100 mg for 3 days. The combination is known as Melarone. It is also used in treatment of opportunistic infection like pneumocystic enterovirus and Toxoplasma gondii in immunocompromised patients like AIDS. It can be used as an alternative with azithromycin for babesiosis. Naphthyridine, pyroneridine, which is a mepacrine derivative. It is erythrocytic schizontecide against chloroquine sensitive and resistant P. vivax and P. falciparum forms. Its mechanism is similar to chloroquine. It has slow onset and longer duration with T-half of about 7 days and it causes only mild GI upset. It is used in combination with artemisinin derivatives. Halophantrin, which is an amino alcohol, it is blood schizontecide active against P. falciparum resistance to chloroquine and sulfadoxine pyrimethamine and also against P. vivax. It is used in chloroquine resistant malaria since 1980 and because of erratic viability, lethal cardiotoxicity and cross resistance to mefloquine, its use has been limited. And nowadays it is used only when no other alternatives are available against multi-drug resistant P. falciparum infection. Doxycycline, which is a tetracycline group of antibiotic, it is slow-acting blood schizontecide against all plasmodial species, including P. falciparum resistant to chloroquine, mefloquine, and sulfadoxine pyrimethamine. Its action is slower, so it is not clinically useful as a blood schizonticides, so it is not used alone. It inhibits protein synthesis by binding to the 30S ribosomal subunit and blocking the binding of tRNA to mRNA, and thus inhibition of protein translation occurs. It is used for short-term chemoprophylaxis in areas with chloroquine and mefloquine resistant P. falciparum malaria, and also for treatment in chloroquine resistant P. falciparum or P. vivax in combination with quinine. Adverse effects like photosensitivity, tooth discoloration, nausea, diarrhea, dyspepsia, and rarely esophageal ulceration are noted. Clindamycin, it is slow-acting blood schizonticides against all species of Plasmodia, including multidrug-resistant P. falciparum. It inhibits protein synthesis by binding to 50S ribosomal subunit. It is used in combination with quinine or artesunate for the treatment of multidrug-resistant P. falciparum and chloroquine-resistant P. vivax when doxycycline is contraindicated. It has an increased risk of antibiotic-associated diarrhea and colitis caused by Clostridium difficile, and because of that, it is not used for malaria chemoprophylaxis. It is safe in pregnancy and in children. Artemisinin derivatives. Artemisinin is active principle of the plant Artemisia annua used in Chinese traditional medicine as quinquosu. It is active against P. falciparum, resistant to all other antimalarial drugs as well as sensitive strains. It is potent and rapid blood schizonticidal, so quick defervescence and parasitemia clearance occurs within less than 48 hours than chloroquine and any other antimalarial agent. In erythrocytic cycle, it exerts action on a wide range of stages from ring forms to early schizont, but it does not kill liver forms and hypnozoites. Artemisinin is poorly soluble in water as well as oil. Several derivatives of artemisinin are there, that is artemether is soluble in oil and artesunate is soluble in water. Both of them are given orally as well as by intramuscular route. Artesunate can also be given by intravenous route. The active metabolite of artemether and artesunate dihydroartemisinin is also used orally. Arteether, that is injectable form, and arteriolen, that is a oral form, they both are developed in India, and collectively these all are known as artemisinin. Mechanism of action of artemisinin. As such, it is not clear, but it is said that the endoperoxide bridge in its molecule interacts with the heme in the parasite, and ion mediated cleavage of this bridge forms highly reactive free radical species, and this has capacity to bind with the heme and proteins and make artemisinin heme complex and artemisinin protein complexes, and these complexes, they are toxic to the parasite. Here it can cause lipid peroxidation, damages endoplasmic reticulum, and ultimately results in the lysis of parasite. Another evidence shows that the artemisinin free radical inactivate a plasmodial sarcoplasmic endoplasmic calcium ATPase labeled PF-ATP6. Artesunate and artemether are prodrugs and converted into dihydroartemisinin. Artesunate as such, its sodium salt is water soluble. It is administered by oral, intramuscular and intravenous route. It is prodrug, so it converted into dihydroartemisinin, which is an active metabolite. So T-half of the drug artesunate is about 30 to 60 minutes, but its active metabolite dihydroartemisinin acts for 1 to 2 hours. There is autoinduction of its metabolism by cytochrome 2b6 and cytochrome 3a4, and artesunate is used with other drugs as a part of artemisinin based combination therapy. Artemether, it is lipid soluble, oral and intramuscular route of administration. The absorption is slower with both the route and unpredictable and takes about 2 to 6 hours to absorb. It undergoes first pass metabolism and converted into dihydroartemisinin. It is extensively metabolized by CYP3A4 with variable T-half of about 5 to 8 hours. Artemether, it is developed in India and used only for intramuscular administration in complicated or cerebral malaria. It has long elimination half-life, about 23 hours, and it is effective in 3-day schedule. They are shorter acting, so monotherapy needs to be extended beyond the disappearance of the parasite to prevent recrudescence. And this can be prevented by combining 3-day artemether or artesunate with other long-acting agents. Side effects. Artesunate and artemether can cause some mild side effects like nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, itching, drug fever, delayed hemolysis, or hypersensitivity reaction. Tinnitus, abnormal bleeding, dark urine, ST segment changes, QT prolongation, first degree AV block, transient reticulopenia, and leukopenia like side effects are rare and it may subside when drug is stopped. Though lots of people are being treated with artemisinin derivatives safely, close monitoring is required. Drug interaction. It interacts with the terfenadine, estimazole, antiarrhythmic agents, tricyclic antidepressants, phenothiazines, and increases the risk of cardiac conduction defect. So precautions should be taken while prescribing these drugs simultaneously. If we talk about the uses, it is used in uncomplicated falciparum malaria. As a single drug, it is almost 100% effective in treatment, but to prevent the recrudescence, it is given with longer acting agents. It is used in treatment of chloroquine resistant PYVX when quinine plus doxycycline or clindamycin cannot be used, and it is preferred agent in severe complicated falciparum malaria. Quinine has been drug of choice for this condition for several years, but nowadays artemisinin derivatives are more preferred and quinine is only used for first trimester of pregnancy with severe complicated falciparum malaria. Why these parenteral artemisinin derivatives are preferred? Because they offer several advantages, like it causes faster parasite clearance than intravenous quinine. It is safe and better tolerated. Dosing schedule is simple and recent evidence indicates its high efficacy and lower mortality rate. Artemisinin based combination therapy. Despite the use of antimalarial drugs, the prevalence of malaria globally is failed to reduce because of emergence of chloroquine resistance or multi-drug resistant P. falciparum. WHO now recommends acute uncomplicated resistant falciparum malaria should be treated by artemisinin compounds with another effective erythrocytic schizontide. So to combine with artemisinin compounds, consideration must be made about T-half of the additional drug to maintain its effective concentration in the blood for at least 3 to 4 asexual cycles of the parasite. That means about 6 to 8 days. So when short T-half drugs are given, they should be given for 7 days alone, and long T-half drug if given, they are given for about say 1 to 3 days, and long T-half drugs allows sub-inhibitory concentration to persist in the blood, which allows selection of resistant mutants. So artemisinin as such, when given alone, it reduces the parasitic load rapidly. That means about more than 95% plasmodia are killed, which leaves only a small biomass which is eliminated by the followed long T-half drug, and which also reduces the chances of selecting resistant mutants. So advantages of artemisinin based combination therapy are rapid clinical and parasitological cure, high cure rates and low recrudescence rate, absence of parasitic resistance, and good tolerability profile. These are some ACT regimes given orally for uncomplicated falciparum malaria. These oral regimes should not be used in severe or complicated malaria, and for that condition parenteral drugs are needed. Here you can see different combination like artemether lumefantrine, artesunate mefloquine, artesunate amodiaquine, artesunate sulfadoxine pyrimethamine, dihydroartemisinin and papiraquine, and atarolane and papiraquine like combinations are used. Artesunate combined with sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine. This combination is adopted as first-line drug for uncomplicated falciparum malaria in chloroquine resistance area under National Anti-Malaria Drug Policy of India, including the cases of second and third trimester of pregnancy. It is not effective against multi-drug resistant strains which are not responding to sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine. Artesunate mefloquine combination. It is extensively used in Thailand, Myanmar and several other countries. Highly effective, well tolerated, first-line drug for uncomplicated falciparum malaria. With this combination, resistance development against mefloquine is prevented. Fixed dose combination of artesunate with mefloquine formulation is available, and severe side effect of mefloquine requires a watch during the therapy. Artemether lumefantrine. Lumefantrine is orally active, having longer duration of action, high efficacy, erythrocytic schizonticides. The drug is same like halofantrine. So the mechanism of action is same like halofantrine and mefloquine. It has slow oral absorption, and because it slowly absorbs, absorption starts after about 2 hours of ingestion and peaks at about 6 to 8 hours. It is highly plasma protein bound drug. 99% drug is plasma protein bound. It is metabolized predominantly by CYP3A4 enzyme and itself inhibits CYP2D6. Its terminal T-half is about 2 to 3 days, which is prolonged to 4 to 6 days in malaria patient. Artemether lumefantrine is the only combination with artemether. In other ACTs, artesunate is combined with the other drug. Two components, that is artemether and lumefantrine, they protect each other from development of resistance. It is active in multi-drug resistant areas including mefloquine resistance. Its clinical efficacy has been proved to about 95 to 99%. It quickly reduces parasite biomass, resolves symptoms, prevents recrudescence, and checks the gametocyte population. The combination is administered with food, that means fatty food or milk, increases the absorption of lumefantrine and achieves the desirable plasma concentration of the drug. This combination is well tolerated. Mild side effects like headache, dizziness, sleep disturbances, abdominal pain, arthralgia, pruritus and rash can be there, and it is contraindicated in first trimester of pregnancy and during breastfeeding. It should not be given with the QT prolonging drug because the lumefantrine itself causes minimal prolongation of QTC, as well as artemether can also prolong QTC. And the drug itself is inhibiting the CYP2D6 enzyme, so it should not be given with drug which are metabolized by CYP2D6, and the drugs which are metabolized by CYP2D6 are metoprolol, neuroleptics, tricyclic antidepressants, etc. And this combination is used under Indian National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. Dihydroartemisinin with papiraquine. Papiraquine is a high-efficacy, long-acting erythrocytic schizonticide with slower onset of action. It has same mechanism like chloroquine. It is used in dose ratio of 8:1. Fixed dose combination is available, and it is used more in multi-drug resistant P. falciparum areas. It is found comparable to artemether, lumefantrine and artesunate mefloquine combination. In India, More than 98% cure rate is achieved in uncomplicated cases and the combination has been approved. Artesunate pyroneuridine combination in 1:3 dose ratio, the fixed dose combination available. It is tested in China for P. falciparum malaria with more than 95% success rate with no recrudescence. Multidrug resistant P. falciparum as well as P. vivax also respond to this ACT. Trials has been completed in India with more than 95% cure rate, but the combination is still not approved. And no serious adverse drug reactions are noted with this ACT. Artesunate amodiaquine. Amodiaquine is a drug like chloroquine. It is having shorter T-half, but it is metabolized to active metabolite which acts for longer, and T-half is about 10 to 18 days. It is cheaper drug and it is first line therapy of uncomplicated P. falciparum in Africa. In India, also it achieved more than 97% cure rate for uncomplicated P. falciparum, and fixed dose combinations formulation are available and it is approved ACT for treatment of uncomplicated P. falciparum for 3-day treatment. Ateroline papiraquine. Ateroline is a orally active synthetic trioxolane container of artemisinin. It is developed in India. Rapid and potent action on plasmodia including multi-drug resistant P. falciparum. It is shorter acting agent and with the combination 95% cure rate is achieved in uncomplicated P. falciparum malaria. It has efficacy similar to the combination artemether and lumefantrine. So here we end our anti-malarial drugs pharmacology learning. Thank you. Stay safe.